Greetings, fellow action figure connoisseurs, and welcome to another episode of Digital Caveman Presents Transformers Friday from the Toybox. Today I will be presenting you, from the Toybox, the Titans Returns Legends class Bumblebee, the little guy who's always appearing in my Transformers videos, finally getting a spotlight of his own. Let's get into it! Let's take a look at the figure in his vehicle mode and his accessories, which consist of the handy-dandy instruction manual. And here you can see Generations 8 and Up Titans Returns Bumblebee. Nice illustration of old Bee there. And then on the inside, you can see the instructions are nicely printed without a whole lot of blurring, but some blurred just a little bit, and I think it really had more to do with the paper that was printed on than the printing process, but I could be mistaken. And then it shows you here also you can open him up and insert a Titan Master. Now let's take a look at the vehicle mode. And I have to say, it's not classic Bumblebee. It, to me, skews more towards the animated look. And I'm not even sure if this is a real car, but let's see. There's something on the license plate. 100 STRA. I'm not sure what that's referring to. Nice Autobot Tampo right here. Nice paint across the windows. I could keep bumping the camera. And then nice stripes here and some silver paint apps and gray paint apps here on the front. Wheels, of course, there's no paint to them at all. Little paint app right here. And all this on this side refers, it's the same on the other side as well. And then the underside cleans up pretty well. The only thing you can really see is the back of his head. So, very nice vehicle mode. And I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret. I don't have just one of these guys. I have two. This one is a KO. And the only real difference in the two is there's a little bit of a paint app mishap here on the front windshield. And that's really the only way that I can tell these two guys apart. This one, of course, he stays in his car mode. You can see there's some two-tone going on here. And it's a little bit on here, but you can't tell it as bad. So, but this guy stays in his alt mode for comparisons. So whenever you see this guy, this Bumblebee in alt mode during a comparison segment, it is this KO version of Bumblebee. So there's my dirty little secret for anybody who really gives a crap. And that, my friends, is a look at the figure in his alt mode and his accessories. It's time for alt mode comparisons. And here we have the Titans Returns Legends class Bumblebee with the Walmart exclusive Netflix War for Cybertron Trilogy Earthrise Deluxe class Bumblebee and the War for Cybertron Trilogy Kingdom Deluxe class Huffer. For our final set of alt mode comparisons, here we have the Titans Returns Legends class Bumblebee with the Amazon exclusive Generation Selects War for Cybertron Trilogy Earthrise Leader class Alternate Universe Optimus Prime. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the comedy portion of our show where I attempt to transform this Transformer. And so the first thing I like to do is just kind of loosen the legs up and pull them out. And you can flip these two pieces up if you want to. I'm just doing it to show the knee joints in there are what fold up in to collapse the hood section down. So then you take his feet after you separate them. There's a tab here and a piece of a slot here where you separate the feet, and you just bend them down like this. Then the next thing you want to do is pull the back wheels apart just a little bit to open this up, and here's the compartment where the Titan Master would sit. And then while you've got this up, fold this down on this hinge right here, and then there's another hinge right here that folds that up. And once you get that done, you can pull these parts out. Well, I say you can. It doesn't want to. And then you can see there's a hinge right here, and then there's a ball joint here. So you just kind of pull those down level. Now, once you've got all that done, you lift the head up just a little bit, and you can see it's on a hinge here as well as right here, and you fold the cab section up, and you'll notice there's a little tab right here, and then there's a slot right there, and you just try to line those up. Oh, that's where you utilize this double hinge. This piece right here, you kind of want to slide it down as you're putting everything in place so that it's all straight across there. Then once that is done, here on these ball hinges are the lower parts of his arms, and just twist those out like that. And I keep bumping this camera because it's a Digital Caveman Presents review, and that's what I do. So, and then you just straighten these pieces up just a little bit, and you straighten the arms up just a little bit. And there you have it, my friends. Titans Returns Bumblebee, all transformed without too much difficulty. Let's take a look at the figure in his robot mode. And, you know, he's pretty simple. He's Legends class from mainline. So, but I will say the head sculpt and the paint on this really do take me back to that G1 cartoon vibe, even though I know this isn't necessarily G1 based, but it really has that silhouette, and then the eyes and the face really, it really says Bumblebee to me. Your mileage, of course, may vary. Nice big Autobot tampo on the chest, and same paint apps that we discussed in vehicle mode. On the back side, for the most part, it's pretty clean. You know, he has these panels here, and then these big open spaces in the back of the feet. Now, as far as his articulation goes, he doesn't really look up. He doesn't really look down. He's got no waggle, no chicken neck. He can do the full Exorcist, though. So there is that. 360-degree rotation at the shoulder. And if you use the hinge in addition to the ball joint, you know, it can go way up there. And then ball joint at the elbow gives you a 360-degree rotation and slightly better than a 90-degree bend. And then another thing I forgot to say, he doesn't come with weapons, but he does have an installed weapon, it looks like, on both hands. Nothing in the nothing in the abs, and then nothing in the waist. Ball joints at the hips, and it allows him to do the full splits, and see there's the joints. He can, knee. He can kick forward that far, a little bit better than 90 maybe. Backwards, we'll say about the same. And he does have, because that's a ball joint there, he does have a little bit of rotation, but not 360 degrees worth, so there's no cut in the thigh or anything like that. Now at the knee, he can give you, it's approximately a 90-degree bend backwards, but it will also bend forward, not quite 90 degrees. And then I think it would go further, but this flap here gets in the way. At the feet, nothing at the ankles as far as rocker, so no rocker. But he does have some tilt, mainly due to transformation. But then again, he is just a little Legends class mainline. So, and there you have it, my friends. A look at the Titans Returns Legends class Bumblebee in his robot mode. It's time for my favorite part of a Transformers review, robot mode comparisons. And here we have the Titans Returns Legends class Bumblebee with the Walmart exclusive War for Cybertron Trilogy Earthrise Netflix Deluxe class Bumblebee and the War for Cybertron Trilogy Kingdom Deluxe class Huffer. For our final set of robot mode comparisons, here we have the Titans Returns Legends class Bumblebee with the Walmart exclusive Netflix War for Cybertron Trilogy Earthrise Leader class Optimus Prime. For final thoughts on the Titans Returns Legends class Bumblebee, I have to say this guy has been with me since the beginning of doing reviews. The more recent start of me doing toy photography again, and I have to say, he is a good little bot. He, of course, yes, is a product of his time, but which Transformer isn't a product of their time? And I think this guy pretty much, he holds up still. I mean, yeah, he's got a little bit of hollowness here and there, especially on the backs of his feet, as I remembered as he's turning around here. But a lot of Transformers, even the more modern than this one, you know, they do have gappiness still. The articulation on this guy is pretty good, especially for the class that he is. And I like the fact that, like most, I won't say all, there were a few in the Legend scale that you couldn't put Titan Masters in to drive them, but that's a feature that most of them have, and I think that was a really good feature for this class in that line. So overall, I still have to say I give this guy pretty high marks. Otherwise, I wouldn't still be using him in reviews. But I will say mainly I do keep this guy around in the reviews because, again, he's been with me since the beginning, and a lot of people know this scale and can compare it to the newer stuff. Well, that does it for the review. I hope that you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view that I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very, very much for supporting this channel through viewing. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you'd like to see more reviews, or just help the channel out further. Or both, that's even better. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. That's a wrap, folks. I'll see you next time.